What's up, Nebula geeks on the internet? I'm Tim, finally coming at you with another video. This time I've got a very long overdue Lego minifigure review for you guys. This time I've got 3 minifigures from Jaka Bricks based on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Today I have the Lost Love, the Strategist, and the Adopted Assassin, otherwise known as Gamora, Star-Lord, and Nebula. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is my favourite film to come out of last year and one of my all-time favourite MCU films. And I just really wanted a really good representation of the Guardians from that film in minifigure form. And I think Jaka Brick has made the perfect minifigures from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. A lot of my long-time viewers will know that LEGO's been a huge part of my YouTube channel, even though over the last few years I have been doing more Transformers-based stuff, and I think a lot of my most recent subscribers have come from that. LEGO has always been a huge passion of mine and has always been a huge part of this channel. Back in 2017, when the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 sets came out, I think I reviewed at least 2 of them. I can't remember if I reviewed all 3 or not, but I definitely did some reviews to the Volume 2 Guardians of the Galaxy sets, and I just really wanted to represent Volume 3 in some way. As stated, it was my favourite film to come out last year, and I just wanted to do some sort of way to celebrate that film. Originally, I was just going to get Gamora and Star-Lord from Jaka Bricks. However, once he announced more of the figures that it had lined up and showing more renderings, I just knew I had to get them. This is a part 1 of a 3-part review series of Jaka Bricks' Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 minifigures. Obviously, this is part 1. Part 2 will have Drax, Mantis, and Kraglin. I currently have Drax in my collection, but I won't be showing him in this video. I got Mantis, which is currently on the way, and I've got Kraglin pre-ordered, and once he comes in, I will review those 3 for you guys. And then once the last 3 figures of the lineup come out and I've ordered them and I get them, I'll review those minifigures for you guys. And in the final part, I'll show all 9 figures together in one shot. But until then, I'm only going to review the 3 at the time. Anyway, with all that said and done, let's get straight into the review itself. So starting off, I figured I'll show the packaging. And these are the boxes that each of Jaka's main minifigures come in. So as you can see, they're a really nice clear plastic container. You got Jaka Bricks on the top here, clear on all sides. It's got this really nice enclosure, and once you open it up, you get the accessories inside. Obviously, you get the figure in a baggie, and then you get this really nice collector's card, which is really nice. With this Gamora figure, I did also get a keychain and I think a sticker of a couple of minifigures that he's done in the past. However, since I got this a few months ago, I don't have him in the box anymore. And pretty much all the figures come in the same sort of packaging. So this is the Star-Lord. As you can see, he's got his alternate head, as well as a pre-order bonus, which I'll touch on later. And then you've got the display card, which is really nice. And yeah, I think it's some sort of like a metal card. And then for Nebula, it's pretty much the same thing. Plastic box opens up. You've got the accessory, the alternate head, a couple of stickers of some of Jaka's other work. So you got these 2 nice stickers, which look amazing, and then just another one of those cards. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the packaging. So starting off, here we have the Lost Love, aka Gamora, and yeah, this is a really amazing figure. I do have a couple of nitpicks about this minifigure, but I will get to that a bit later on. As you can see, just starting to get this out of the way, she does come with a custom accessory, which of course being her sword, really accurate to the sword that she's used in all the MCU films. I think it's a custom plastic injected piece with a really nice silver paint finish, and it just looks gorgeous. I love this sword piece. And yeah, it fits in the hand like so, but I'm just going to take it out of the hand just for now. We'll come back to that a little bit later. And she also has a really nice custom hairpiece, as you may have noticed. I think this is also a resin or a plastic injected piece, done in like a nice black paint scheme with a really gorgeous magenta done for like the bottom, really encapsulating Gamora's like long streaky hair from Volume 3. The other custom accessory that comes with is this really nice collar piece. Jaka Brick has done this with all the minifigures, done custom collar pieces to really make them feel like they have their high collared like jumpsuits, and yeah, it just looks phenomenal. It does actually come off the head, so I can use it with the alternate head that it comes with, and can rotate it to fit the other face as well. So starting off with the head of the figure, if I just remove this again, You can see it's got a really nice aggressive facial expression. It's a bit hard to tell, but it's got like all the little markings and tattoos on the head. And then it's also just got like a more stoic or stern facial expression, like much more of a neutral face. This face is really good. I might turn around to show you. If I just pop the hairpiece back on, this is how Gamora looks with just a more neutral facial expression, which this looks great as well. However, I just think with this version of Gamora, the more aggressive side is much better. And as a pre-order bonus, we did get an extra head, that being the I Bet We Were Fun face, and this looks really cool. And for those who do photos, this would be really great to recreate that scene. However, I don't think I'll be displaying my Gamora with this face, but it is a really good inclusion to the minifigure. That scene was just amazing, and it's great that we can now recapture that scene. But if I take all these off for a minute so we can actually focus on the figure itself, it's done in a really nice, like, tannish green sort of color scheme. I think it's like it's not like a dark tan body, but it's all printed like this nice tan color scheme with like a bit of a green tint to it. It looks absolutely amazing. You can see all like the leather straps and all that on the torso. It's got so much details within. There's no printing on the side of the torso, but I mean that's completely fine. Considering you got the arms covering there. Anyway, the legs are really nice and printed. There's actually printing on all four sides, so you got some boot printing inside each of the legs, which I always appreciate. Coming to the back, we got some more of the straps and buckles, and just all that really nice detailing. You can see the arms look really nice. Now, I do actually want to add some tiny tactical glove tops just to really bring this figure together. I think with all the Guardians figures, adding tiny tactical glove tops to add in the gap will just really top them off. Before I do my final part, I think I will actually add that to all the figures and show you what that all looks like together. But yeah, you can see she's got like her little sword holster. I think it's sword holster down there. And then she's just got like another holster over here. Or maybe it's a pouch. I think it's pretty much the same print. But I think one of them is the sword holster and the other one is just like a gun holster or buckle or something like that. Has some nice leg printing as well. And yeah, all in all, this is a really amazing minifigure. Now, as I said, I do have a couple of nitpicks with this figure, and that is actually with the accessories. Just popping her face back on. As when I first got the hairpiece and tried to take this off, this hairpiece was incredibly tight on the figure, and I was trying to actually keep it from like coming off with the head, and I ended up snapping just this part here. If I get it in the right lighting, you can see the crease there, but I ended up snapping this piece on just because it was so tight on the head. I had to re-glue it, and I think I lined up pretty well, but it's really unfortunate that that actually happened. And the sword as well, as much as I love the silver paint, it just tends to chip off when going into the hand. You can see inside the hand there, it's got some speckles from the silver paint, which is unfortunate. I did contact Tracy Brick, who is where I ordered this off, and they did actually send out a replacement hairpiece and a replacement sword, which is really kind of them. But it's just unfortunate about that happened. But aside from that, this figure is absolutely amazing. I would recommend if you can find one. But yeah, with that said, let's move on to Star-Lord. So the next figure that I actually received is Star-Lord, and this was the first one that was announced, but as mentioned before, it was postponed. And he's amazing. This was the first figure that I really wanted to get, as Star-Lord is one of my favorite MCU characters. This is just a really amazing design. So starting off with his accessories, he does come with these custom quad blasters, which are really nicely done. They just look amazing. If I take him out of his hand, to give you a bit of a close-up look, it's got some really nice gunmetal, silver, and gold paint. I think this is done in like a grey plastic, so there's no chipping on this, which is great. It just looks phenomenal. So I'm just going to take him out of his hand. So starting off, again, head to toe, he does have a custom hairpiece, which is really accurate to how Star-Lord had his hair in the movie. The long curly hair. And yeah, it's a really nice hairpiece. It's much better than what LEGO has for their minifigures. He does come with two double-sided heads, so this first facial expression is just a much more stern focused facial expression, which is, I think, my favorite for this one. And then on the back, he's kind of got the end of the movie in space head or face. It does come with a collar piece as well, which is removable, and you can turn it around. So that's how that looks. And as mentioned, he does come with a second head. However, I'm going to show that later on with the pre-order bonus that I got with this figure as well. So moving on to the torso, as you can see, it's a really nice representation of the Guardian's torso. I think this is a little bit different from Drax's. I can't tell, but all in all, it's perfect. I love the color, the nice dark blue. The red is really nice. We've got the grey belt, buckles, straps. No side printing, but again, it's fine. I'm not too stressed about side torso printing. And then you've just got the back as well, which is fairly basic. The leg prints do go around on all four sides, so you can see the buckles and that. Whoop. And yeah, you can see the arms have got like the really nice red details, a nice light blue there. These gauntlets, again, I want to get some tiny tactical glove tops to just add on to each of the figures, just to really bring this all together to be like the perfect Star-Lord. And you can see some nice lighter blue parts. He does have his holsters on the side of the legs, which is really nice, with the red stripes running down the side there. The black boots. You can see there's just some really nice detailing. And yeah, I really think this is my favorite of the figures that I've got so far. As I said, I really love Star-Lord. He's my favorite Guardian. It's one of my all-time favorite Marvel characters. And yeah, this is a perfect representation of Star-Lord. Now, he does actually come with a pre-order bonus. So, if I just take that off and switch that. And here is Star-Lord with the pre-order bonus, that being the red t-shirt that he wears at the beginning of the film, as well as all the marketing. And this was a really great surprise. I was kind of hoping it would be the Zune or the MP3. However, this is a really great torso, really nice display piece. We'll make it the second Star-Lord to have this version on display as well. But yeah, it's just really cool. You can see I've also added on the second face. So the second head actually does have a more smirking facial expression, as well as this screaming one. And yeah, it's really cool. That was more so for when he was in the jumpsuit, but still, this looks really cool. I'll get some grey legs, and I'm definitely going to display this up as well, because this is just too perfect of a torso to keep in a baggie. But yeah, nothing on the back. Got some custom printed arms with like the red sleeves, and then yeah, just a perfect display piece. But yeah, that's pretty much it on Star-Lord. A really amazing figure, and probably my favorite of the three so far. Just really quick, I wanted to show off the alternate head on standard Star-Lord torso, neck piece and everything. So this is obviously the facial expression or the smile that he gives Gamora at the end of the movie. And then on the back, or the alternate side, you have the more screaming facial expression as well, which obviously you'd want the collar to move around properly. So like that. And yeah, it's just really cool having all these different options on how to display Star-Lord. So obviously you got those two faces, which I think, in my opinion, are probably a little bit weaker. Like, they're still really good, but unless you're taking certain photos or making certain edits, you're not really going to display them like that. And then you've got these two, which are honestly, I think, are my favorite heads or facial expressions. The more stern and the more smiling one. So, yeah, absolutely perfect. Now let's move on to Nebula. Last but certainly not least, here is the adopted assassin, aka Nebula. And again, Jaka's just nailed it out of the park. This is the definitive Nebula, in my opinion, just like each of the other figures are definitive representations of the characters. So starting off with the head, it's got this really nice bright blue head. I think this is a much lighter blue to Lego's blue. Like, I think Lego uses like a dark azure, whereas this is just a much paler blue, and I think it honestly works like perfectly for Nebula. You can see so much detailing on the head. You got like the little cybernetic bit there wrapping around, and yeah, it's just an amazing print. You've got a bit of a gap there, just like on Lego figures, but I mean, that's completely fine, or unless it's supposed to be like that. But yeah, really amazing. Also comes with a custom collar piece, same with Star-Lord's. So if I just take that off, it does separate. And she does actually come with another head. So there's just another look at the collar. And that's her second head. So it's really amazing. I love how these look. So there's just side by side on the different heads. I don't know which is my favorite look for the heads. I think I prefer this one over the Screaming one, but they're both amazing, just same. So a lot of the print is very similar to Star-Lord. It's got the same jumpsuit design, except this one's more to emulate like a female physique with like the curves, as Legos does as well, but it's just a bit more subtle. Nice printing on the arm here. Got some blue fingerless gloves, which is really cool. Same sort of details. You got like the whole, like the pockets, buckles, stripe, back of the torso. You got detail on the inside of the legs. And then coming to the arm, it's a really nice arm. I think it's like a chrome silver paint. And yeah, it's got all that amazing detail on the arm from like with the updated arm that I think Rock gave her. And yeah, really nice painted hand to match it. You can see just inside there. And all the pieces are printed on Lego Official. So it's just, I don't know how he's done this, but it's just amazing. Now, one really cool accessory that she does come with, and I haven't actually tried this out yet, is she does come with her knife hand. And this is awesome. I think I'm going to display Nebula with this accessory. This just is phenomenal. And you can see the printing matches the arm, of course. There we go. And it's got some nice, like, changes up at the top here to make it look a bit darker. Yeah, that's just so cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Nebula. A lot of these Guardians will have very similar prints when it comes to the bodysuit and the collar, but I still wanted to show them off anyway. So with that all done, let's have a look at the different comparisons. So just for some comparisons, here's the Jaka Brick Volume 3 Gamora next to my other Gamoras Mark added to the Galaxy collection. So from left to right, we have the Earthly Brick 2014 Gamora, which a video on that will be coming out very soon. We have the original 2014 Lego Gamora, based on how she looked at the end of the first movie in the Ravager outfit, wielding a bootleg Gamora sword. We have a semi-purist Infinity War / Volume 2 Gamora using a Earthly Brick Gamora head and hair, as well as some bootleg Gamora legs and waist piece. So that's really cool, and also using the Earthly Brick sword. And then we have the Jaka Brick Volume 3 Gamora, of course. I am also putting together an Endgame Gamora. I just haven't got it pictured here yet, because it's just not ready yet, but there's sort of like a quick look at that. How that'll look, just need a shoulder piece. But yeah, all in all, we're really happy with how this collection is coming together. And so now for the Star-Lord comparisons, here is the Jaka Brick Star-Lord next to the Lego Official Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 Star-Lord figure with the older gunmetal style guns and the Firestar Toys upgraded arms. And yeah, this is a really cool comparison. Obviously, that one wins. But no, if you can't afford the custom one, this is a really cool minifigure. Just make sure to grab the arms and maybe the Benson Bone hairpiece, as I do plan on getting the Benson Bone custom Star-Lord hairpiece to really upgrade my Star-Lord minifigures. But yeah, all in all, these guys look really nice together. And here we have the Jaka Brick Star-Lord next to all the other Star-Lords in my collection. So from left to right, we have the 2014 like opening scene Star-Lord minifigure that I have upgraded. We have the 2014 Milano set Star-Lord, a semi-purist Volume 2 trench coat Star-Lord, as well as the end of Volume 2 / Infinity War, and then we have the Jaka Brick one there. And just for like a quick comparison as well, here he is with a custom shirt. And so that looks really amazing. I love how that looks. That looks really cool. And for the final comparison, here's the Jaka Brick's Nebula next to the Lego Official Nebula, and you can see there's quite a bit of differences actually. Obviously the silver on this arm is much more vibrant, whereas that one's just Lego's like flat silver. Actually, that's Firestar Toys upgrade arm. My bad. So yeah, Lego official with the Firestars arm kit. That's much nicer. And then, as I was saying before, that's a different head color compared to that one. It's a little bit weirder, like a bit jarring at first, I guess, just because I'm so used to seeing Nebula with the dark azure head. But I reckon this one works out nicely. So that's how they look together. And here's a comparison with my other Nebulas. As you can see, Nebula is really a character I really need to get more of for my collection. But we have the original 2014 Nebula with the Volume 2 angry expression. I don't have the Volume 2 figure anymore, but I just use the head and arm on this one. And then that's just a bootleg in-game Nebula, because there's nowhere else to really get a proper endgame one. That's just standard. I do want to get some Lego official pieces and upgrade the left arm, the head, and the hand. That's my Nebulas for right now. Anyway, let's head on over to wrap up this video. And just real quick before we go, I just thought I'd be cool to sort of show off how this would look together, recreating that final shot of these two. And yeah, this was just a really amazing scene. Love these two in the MCU ever since the first movie. Yeah, just seeing them in the Volume 3 ending like this, it was just bittersweet. And just honestly the perfect way to end these two story arcs. But yeah, I just thought it'd be really cool just to show this off. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap up this video. So thank you guys for watching my review of the Jaka Brick's custom Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 Lost Love Strategist and Sculpted Assassin, otherwise known as Gamora, Star-Lord, and Nebula. Let me know what you think down below and which is your favourite. As I said, I think Star-Lord's my favourite, but a very close second will be Gamora and then Nebula. All three of these figures are awesome, and all the Guardians mean so much to me, so I'm grateful to collect these figures and add them to my collection. As I said, this is a first part of a 3-part review series. Once I get Mantis and Kraglin in, I will do a review of Drax, Mantis, and Kraglin from Volume 3, and then once Jaka Brick announces and releases the last 3 figures, and I get those in, I'll do a review on them as well. So definitely keep an eye out for that. I'm really excited to bring more LEGO videos back to the YouTube channel in a bit of a different way, but I am glad to bring them back as it's always been a core part of my YouTube channel is doing LEGO videos. I do want to still do some Transformers stuff here and there, and I definitely want to do more cosplay stuff in the future, but I think this is probably something I just needed to add back to the channel. I don't know, I've been doing a lot of Transformers stuff recently, so for those LEGO fans who've been with me for the longest, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Next video is a review of the custom Earthly Bricks 2014 Gamora, as I got that at the beginning of the year and I'm spewing I haven't reviewed her yet. It's a really fantastic figure. I really want to showcase that off, as well as the Earthly Bricks Ego, who I got alongside it. So yeah, please look forward to that. And I also plan to do a review of a Dragon Bricks Captain America, who I just recently got actually. So I'm really eager to show that off, as well as a Bucky Barnes that I got to go along with him. I forgot to mention, but I did get these minifigures from a couple different stores. So I actually pre-ordered these two from TracyMinifigs.com. So a link to that store will be down below, as well as minifigures.co.uk, which is where I actually ordered Nebula from. Link will be down below as well. If you're looking to pick some of these figures up for yourself, a lot of them do go on pre-orders. I'm not sure who has Gamora at the moment, but I have seen that Star-Lord on Baby Bricks 2022 still has a few of them in stock, so link to that will be down below. And Nebula is, I think, only on OutsideBrick at the moment. I'm not sure where anywhere else is, but I'll leave all the stores down below. And I'll leave a link to Jaka Brick's Instagram down below too, in case you're interested to see any of his other amazing minifigures. I do hope to pick up a few others. So going forward, I think, because I'm expanding my LEGO, I'm really starting to put together a LEGO minifigure collection of the MCU, and so any figures that I add or get which are customs, I will do reviews on. Same with anything else, as I do want to bring LEGO back to the channel. As I said, that was pretty much my roots to the channel. So yeah. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and share for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Alright, bye!